Out of the 7.7 billion people on Earth, what do you think no one is doing right now? Contemplating how to kill me. Good, blissfully unaware. Our plan is falling into place nicely, comrade. After we have killed the griffin cat, what are we going to do tomorrow, brain? The same thing we do every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world. And Larry. Amazing how in a conspiracy of 7,699,999,999 people no one has leaked. Who's hiding the body? And I know Joe Mama is our trigger man for this specific hit. Do we trust him? Good evening, I see the assassins have failed. Do you have cats as pets? Because I can assure you that they are. Mittens, we strike at dawn. Are you sure your dinner last night wasn't poisoned? It takes a few days though, don't worry. Attempting to find the square root of 1,051,454,877 by hand would make some good source content, maybe on the second or third channel though. Why are there so many source channels? Each one has a different host and subject. Source 2 is mostly for paradoxes. Jake, Source 3, also does a lot of paradox stuff. Kevin, Source 2, also does a lot of game theory stuff. Michael here, where are your fingers? More like Michael here, we all have 5 fingers on our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. But what are thumbs? Dissonant chord plays. Because Michael keeps forgetting his passwords, so he has to make new accounts. 1 equals 1, 2 equals 4, 3 equals 9, 4 equals 16, 5 equals 25. 6 equals 36, 7 equals 49, 8 equals 64, 9 equals 81, 10 equals 100. Looking at the last digit, there are only 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 for squares of 2-digit numbers. You can use the binomial formula, x equals 10y plus n, where n is a 1-digit number. X squared equals 10y plus n. 2 equals 100y squared plus 20n plus n squared equals 10. 10y plus 2n plus n squared. So the last digit of a squared number x squared equals 10y plus n. 2 depends only on the last digit n of the number x, and since your number ends with a 7, it can't be a square number. That is the square root of 105,145,877 is not an integer. It's also not a fraction. PQ, which can be shown in the same way that SQRT, 2, is not a fraction. So you can't give 2 whole numbers p. Q with PQ equals SQRT, 1,051,454,877. Then in order to calculate the square root of 1,051,454,877 by hand, we will get a rounded result. 16 equals 4, 1,600 equals 40, 160,000 equals 400, 416 million equals 4,000, 1,600,000,000 equals 40,000, 40,000, 1,051,454,877. 1,600,000,000. Therefore SQRT, 1,051,454,877. 40,000 on the other hand, 900 million, 1,051,454,877. So 30,000. SQRT, 1,051,454,877. The result will be somewhere between 30,000 and 40,000. So my rounded result can be the middle between the 2 points. That is SQRT, 1,051,454,877. 35,000. I appreciate the fact that you do some hardcore definitions of an integer, then toss those out the window for some basic approximation. Haha. It's like when going back to simple math in a complex course and you realize, why the heck am I doing all of this extra work? My basic approximation is qualitatively the same as what a calculator would show you. When you type SQRT, 1,051,454,877, in it, I just use fewer significant digits. The work beforehand was needed to make sure no one could come and say, he has calculated it exactly, because that is as shown impossible. So I put in the work to justify being lazy. Speaking of significant digits, What's the year 04 to you, 2004 or 1904? In 30 years, will we look back to 2020 to 2029 and call them the 20s? When will the 80s stop being the 1980s? After 2090? It's 32,500 and change I think, but I did that in my head. Edit. I'm doing it wrong, 32,400 and change. Apologies. You absolute mad lad. How's you do it in your head? You could start by approximating the number down to 1000, 000, 9 zeros, so 10,000 squared and 10 more, and then see that is somewhere between 31,000 squared, 961, 000, and 33,000, 1098,000, and just start guessing from there. I knew how to approximate, but to that degree of accuracy was impressive. Flicks all fingers a few times trying to count. Well, you can strike that off. I attempted to do it, responding to my resume with "yeah, let's hire that guy." Traveling along the true bottom of the ocean. I always wanted to go to Bikini Bottom. Rock Bottom is deeper, but I think even that isn't the true bottom of the ocean. Edit. Spelling. No one is currently spanking the true bottom of the ocean. Slapping Mother Nature's hidden moist cheeks. Well, obviously where's the bottom? Edit. Seems the comment above me edited and made mine not make sense. Clapping alien cheeks. But what about the aliens themselves? Said people. Aliens are people too. Rainbow. Eileen lives matter. Eileen lives pure energy. Alien lives pure energy. Leon lives pure energy. I worked at a food bank once right out of high school, and this really weird kid who was doing community service for shoplifting or something was there too. Kid once started talking about how he was going to go vampire hunting that night, and I'm sitting there wondering what the duck he's talking about, so I ask him what the duck he's talking about. Eventually, he finds out that I don't believe in vampires, and is taken aback when I also inform him that I don't believe in werewolves either. So he asks me what the hell I do believe in if not vampires or werewolves, so to get him to leave me alone, I tell him I believe in space aliens, which is true. I think it's pretty arrogant to assume we're the only life in the entire universe. Anyway, the kid tells me, yeah, I guess it makes sense that there'd be aliens, but if they really do exist, they're all going to hell because they're not God's children like us. That really threw me for a loop. I stopped talking to that guy after that. Hell, I'd already stopped talking to his friend at that point, on account of him almost accidentally stabbing me in the face while cutting open some produce. OP said one of the 7.7 billion people on Earth. I find this ridiculous as there are plenty of immigrants in many countries, trying to karate chop their DCK off. My GF disagrees. Your GF is trying to karate chop her DCK off? What if her DCK was yours because she has claimed ownership of said penis? You got me there, cowboy. Sounds like some messed up kind of slavery. You sure about that? I know a few people who hit their junk for fetish, gender dysphoria or reasons. It's not implausible someone's going for a karate chop. Holding my DCK weight. Yeah, sorry about that. Don't be. Go on. Zip. Wait, whose DCK is this? Lost count after the name tags fell off. Listening to the original cast recording of Starlight Express while driving a truck. I don't know, there's lots of truck drivers on the road right now. And a lot of us aren't entertained by music for 11 hours a day. Book tapes? Audible, yes. Also podcasts and calling people when we think it will be a convenient time for them, because the loneliness of the road is a social isolation that makes you want to cry. Ouch, I used to drive 10 hours a week for work, and then about 3-4 hours a day at work. I couldn't even imagine being on the road all the time. I was so bored. I work for USPS as a carrier. Even though I interact with people all day, it's one of the loneliest jobs I've had. Most of those interactions are forced, and just feel fake. I'm the sub. I do those routes one day a week when the regular is off. I do t-ho-ho-ho 5 different routes each week, instead of just the same one each day. Of those, there are people I'm friendly with on 2 of them. I look forward to talking to them, if they're around, which they often aren't. Mostly it's people asking when the regular is gonna be back, or saying things like keep the bills, I'll take the checks and stuff like that. Not to mention when it's raining. Stay dry if it's really hot out, stay cool, or if it's cold, stay warm. What do you think I'm trying to do? Hearing the same things from 20-50 people a day just gets old. I listen to music, podcasts or audiobooks, but sometimes I just want to talk to someone, and half the time the people I want to talk to are just annoyed that I'm calling them while I'm at work. I really like the job, but I hate the feeling of loneliness that comes with being fairly new and not having a stable route. There have been plenty of times that I've just ended up crying while at work because I'm just feeling lonely. Hell, one time a dog barked at me in the beginning of my route and I ended up crying most of the day because of that. The dogs are the best and worst thing. Some of them love me, but most of them are just aggressive towards me because I'm not the regular and they don't know me. Anyway, sorry for the huge wall of text. Hey man, they are just jealous because freight is great. Nobody is listening to the demo tape my band from high school made over 20 years ago. Edit and update. Thanks for the silver. Texted the bandmate I'm still friends with trying to get the music. I have a copy somewhere. It's on a CD in a box that I haven't unpacked since moving recently. There may be a digital copy on an old hard drive somewhere too. Get it up on YouTube. Yeah, I want to hear it. Me too, buckaroo. Another fan here. Replying in case he does it so I can see. Same. Upload that ht brother. This is your chance to make it big. I own a small label and that's just the type of act we're searching for. I would like you to join our large international record label. You might have heard of it. It's called T-Series. Capital E. Capital F. Well, if OP isn't going to post his high school band's demo, here's mine. https://www.youtube.com/playlist=pl-h7qpqjmzpIW7w4sdc10qxg_4ts8. Edit. Also, 20 years ago me. https://imgur.com/vlhtwpt. Music's older than me but it's still jamming. That actually sounds lit. Hey wow, thanks for listening. These were recorded mid to late 90s. I sometimes wish I could go back and do some things differently, but we were dumb kids then who didn't understand how the music business worked. The fake is pretty good. Just gave it a quick listen. Hey, that wasn't bad at all. I was jamming to Free Your Mind. Guy posts his 20-year demo as a joke and goes on national tour 3 months later with #1 album. LOL Dad Tour 2020. This is amazing dude, get back together. Saved some stuff in a playlist. Appreciated. You'll be surprised. I went to a party and met someone who had our demo from middle school. We listened to the whole thing. I kinda ducking hated the whole experience. Bro, I used to play in a heavy band a few years back, but haven't been involved or interested in the scene for ages. It literally makes my DCK cringe into my stomach anytime it gets randomly brought up or tracks get played. I literally didn't even remember half of the songs that I helped write. Luckily it was only me and the girl who had the CD who knew what was going on, but I'm concerned about the 300 or so that are still out there. You never know. My most obscure MP3 is a poorly recorded song about an anthropomorphic computer girlfriend called Sexy Susie, written and recorded back in college by someone who is now a director at Google. It surprised the crap out of me to hear it literally decades later as the backing for a car restoration slideshow video on YouTube. Edit. Wow, okay, this blew up. The original MP3 is on her site at http://www.evindasun.com/other/Susie. I'm trying to find the YouTube video using it. It's slideshows of restoring a Holden Ute, probably a HQ Kingswood. Let me know if you have any better luck. Link, right? Like, how do you post this with no link? More calmer if you post them separately. Thinking face. Or just a made up story. Okay, now we just have to wait for the separate post. I looked it up but this was I all found https://youtube/gwbn2jar87s. In point of fact, I always thought that no one ever listened to my weird I made on a Game Boy. I posted it in Free Music Archive, which unbeknownst to me is actually used as a music bed database on Vimeo. My songs are now the background track for literally thousands of videos. It's unreal. I would listen to your weird, but would you tame his strange? Think of the royalties you missed out on. To be fair, they use it cause it's free. Fire off a takedown notice. Once a friend sent me a link to a band in Russia covering my old band. We were from middle USA and not that big. If all y'all don't start providing links, I'm setting this whole thread on fire. Like, napalm fire. This thread is full of half promises. I'ma blow this mother ducker up if I don't get my mother ducking links. I still have a stack of CDs in my room from my band 10 years ago. Our singer is still releasing her own music now and I'm in a few other bands, so I'm hoping they'll become valuable again one day. Never hurts to dream. Let's hear it, please. Counting all the stones in Wales. There's probably a little kid somewhere in Wales trying to do that right now. The thought of a kid doing that is rather adorable and pure. The thought of a crackhead isn't. But the thought of a crackhead counting all the stones in Wales is kinda adorable. But the thought of a crackhead counting all the kids in Wales is kinda adorable. Hey no, you can't misquote me like that. Hey, you can, quote me like that, you trans-Neptunian man. Pretty sure everyone in Wales is watching the rugby, though 2 hours ago who knows, probably sleeping. Wales 10-19 France at 52 minutes, gutted. Hope you kept watching, the finish was great, best QF of the 3 so far, and I say that as an Abs fan. I started counting there's over 7 at least. He lost count anyway. Cutting off their own foot to sell it for meth. Are you sure? I mean, it could be possible. Considering someone sold their kidney for an iPhone, but who knows, it could be happening right now. Yeah, that's why I said, there's probably a crazy dude doing it RN. And that iPhone is now many generations old and obsolete. That guy's kidney is just gone. Have you ever heard of Florida? No, but I have been to Nebraska. Spreading condiments on the cardboard box they're about to eat. Are you watching me? Boxes is a nice cuisine. We had box last night. Every breath you take. I'd imagine Domino's workers steal pizza all the time, so this seems plausible to me still. I worked at Domino's several years ago, and we didn't just take extra pizzas no one picked up. We would legit look our store manager dead in the eyes and make one fresh for ourselves for free. I'm talking like, I would make one for me, an assistant manager would make and take one home, a driver would make one to take to the convenience store across the street and trade it for weed that we'd smoke after closing. At our peak, we were effectively stealing, on average, probably 2 pizzas a day. The SM was fired a few months after I started for obvious reasons. Edit. Till pizzas are cheapeth. All of my managers acted like making a free pizza was a mortal sin, so I guess I just assumed that it was more expensive lol. That's honestly not that much. A large 3-topping costs $8. Probably costs like $2 to make. Losing $8 in revenue / $4 in supplies a day seems trivial. I bet many places lose more than that on accidents and normal waste alone. $8 for a large. Holy shit. It's around £20 here. What I learned from working at Domino's is that nobody uses the online coupons that are built right into the website. Large 2-topping carryouts are almost always $7.99, but people will order 4 larges full price and other shit too. Same with the 2 for $5.99 on sides, pasta, whatever. People would order a couple of those always at full price. I hate Domino's, but I get the 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 pretty regularly, being a pizza snob from New York. Now stuck in Fohohonics means all pizza is trash anyways lol. I have to stay for being a pizza chain. Peter Piper Pizza is my fav. The crust is crispy and the sauce tastes way better than from any other chains. I always use those coupons. When you grow up poor, you learn the hustle. Oh, you guys are American. I was like, where do I get these cheap pizzas? I'm surprised no one at Domino's was selling weed. Expect the Spanish Inquisition. Can confirm. Was not expecting. Can confirm his confirmation. Also not expected. Well, obviously, nobody expects that. Do you mean to say that nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition? That's exactly what the Spanish Inquisition expects us to expect. Our unexpected Spanish Inquisition. Way too far down on this list. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition to be so far down this list. OP. Yes, officer. I'd like to report a murder. Boom. Headshot. Wave goodbye to your head, Wonka. Yeah, righty. Meet the sniper. Music intensifies. You ducking killed him, dude. Killing virgins is illegal, sir. But what are we supposed to use for our sacrifices? Fun fact: in a ritual, whenever you see blood of a virgin being written, it's actually not about sex. It's actually about the person's blood being used in a ritual. So if you've never used your blood in a ritual, it's considered virgin's blood. I don't know what the Red Cross does with my donation. How can I be sure? Use a Ouija board to summon Hell's HR. They might be able to guide you to the right recourses. OP needs to see this, and confirm whether or not this is true. OP was burned to death. We may never know the truth. Reduced to atoms. Fatality. Flawless victory. All these years of I roast me and all other subs, and I've never felt a 4th degree burn like that. Wandering through a desert in a snowsuit. Technically the Arctic is considered a desert, but I know what you mean. So is the Antarctic. What is this? An Arctic for ants? How can we be expected to teach children to learn how to read if they can't even fit inside the Arctic? He meant dessert like ice cream. On a horse with no name? Now, that would be priceless. Sitting on their TV while watching the couch. I feel like there is somebody in the world who is taking a break from packing, or waiting for the movers, who is doing this. Edit. Okay, I get it. Most TVs are too thin to sit on these days. Please stop PMing me to yell about TV thickness TT. I mean, why would they not be sitting in the couch then? Fair point, but I mean moving is chaos. I've sat on many a random object not intended for sitting in the midst of the absurdity of moving. Now that I think about it, maybe this is why nobody asks me to help them move anymore. Yeah, but when was the last time you saw a TV you feel like you'd be able to sit on? Still in its box? Used to work in a warehouse and sat on boxes of all sorts of electronics while taking breaks, so I can vouch for this. Thanks for breaking my TV, dude. Are you not fulfilled? You are underestimating my stonerness. It's not the first time I've done it while stoned, and it won't be the last either. I forgot a word while I was writing this last night. He's underestimating performance artists. I guarantee it has been done. But is it done, RN? Hitting OHR for the NY Yankees. Thanks AskReddit. I got stressed, guys. It was a moment of weakness. As penance, everyone who called me out gets an upvote. Edit 2. I'm a Strauss fan, y'all. I was mad because moments after he posted this comment the Yankees tied the game. See, all's well that ends well. You're lucky Altiv is a god. Username do not check out. Username is a lie. Username does not check out. WTF, thought I was safe in this thread. Pooping upside down. I was in an ID in Afghan, and our vehicle ended up upside down. After all was said and done and we were being extracted out, I realized that at some point during my concussing, I had shat myself. Now I'm not sure if I shat myself when the blast happened from force, or shat myself hanging upside down trying to use the seatbelt cutter to get me down. I like to think I did the rare featuring off the upside down poo. I guess 2 bombs were let off on that car that day. One loud, one brown, both deadly, both dirty, neither inert, but both proud. That made me laugh. Thank you for your service. Wait, I know you. You're making a mistake. Nice username, one-eyed, one-horned, flying you purple peopleator. Laughs in Australian. I'm Australian and this comment is actually upside down. Question mark QS. Tub General would like a word. I'm cool with not knowing what that is. Yeah, it might be too uncouth for you, you poopy dildo. Everyone who doesn't know what that is better off. Batman does. Giving a stern talk to an egg. How to basic looms in the distance. Oh, technicalities. LOL. People have lots of ego regarding this matter. No channel had me subscribe that fastest and then unsubscribe even faster. The gag got old real fast. Speak for yourself, egg lover. I was looking with my girlfriend for a ramen recipe on YouTube recently. We stumbled upon this https://www.youtube.com/watch?b8y3ssmz4sg video from how to basic, which is 8 minutes a normal ramen cooking video, and then suddenly ht got weird. It was so funny because that it's so unexpected. Good ducking lord, lol. I don't even understand how that is worth all that effort. An incredible amount of ramen. How much is an incredible amount? I wonder. 10 minutes later I'd say that qualifies. Yeah, that's why it's funny the first few times. But it gets old once you realize every video is that. I think he's keeping it pretty fresh, especially recently. I got bored of his videos in general, but I am amazed that he's managed to keep that same gag fresh enough to remain popular. Pretty impressive. Alright, that's enough for today. When this comment was made, I was trying to cook an omelette and one of the eggs was stuck in the carton for some reason. I tried to pull it out and ended up breaking it. Needless to say, that egg did not hear the end of it until I poured it down the drain. Can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. Inhales meow. That video never fails to get me out of a bad mood. Considering my friends struggling with fertility, there are likely many women talking to their own human eggs. What about that Turkish man that meowed at an egg? Uncircler jerk. Playing Club Penguin. RIP Club Penguin. There's always https:// cprewritten.net/Club Penguin rewritten. Cursed website names. It was brought back, right? Removed. They had a big data breach, so be careful. Online is the biggest CPPS ATM if I am not mistaken. I still hop on in there sometimes and honestly they are doing a great job imo. Yeah it is, but I still use rewritten more because I like the old Club Penguin better. Yes, nothing better than CP Online. 2 big data breaches in fairly quick succession. Just use dummy data and web browser generated password. Oh wow, I just checked on have we been pwned and CP rewritten did in fact PWN me. I'm actually playing Club Penguin right now. Oh my nostalgia for Pisatron 3000 got the best of me. Club Penguin. https://cponline.pw/right square bracket open bracket http escponline pw. I'm not clicking on anything called Ponline. Club Penguin rewritten. Reading the full terms and conditions when signing any online agreements. I actually did that once. Great way to pass some time. Legend has it you're still reading it to this day. It's the greatest story of all time. I wouldn't blame OP. Second verse, same as the first. Plus there's a chance you could win money for doing so. https://www.usatoday.com/story/news/nation/07/03/2001-print-wins-100000 insurance company contest /3,091,831,002. I just read that whole thing. I read your whole comment. Now read all of those terms of service as well. IMO. Terms and conditions for an insurance company is a whole lot more serious than the terms of conditions for a random piece of software. It might be because of my background in law, but you can bet your ass I'm going to read the fine print of my ducking insurance. I usually fully read them for anything art related so I can figure out whether I can use it commercially or not. Otherwise yeah, I just skim or hit accept without reading. For all I know, half of those things could be me agreeing to give any children I produce to their company and I wouldn't know. There was one scientific paper based on an experiment where the researchers created an app and tried to see what they could stick in the tooth. Selling your firstborn child was one of them. There's a local coffee shop that has it in their application that upon employment anytime the owner asks, you must surrender your SOHOHOLACES to him. He's used it a couple times just to see if the employees even read the full text at the bottom of the app. Edit. He did give them back. By the way, source. I know most people don't, but I make it a point to, so I know what shady shit they can pull. Saved my ass a few times. Give us a list of the shady bullshit you've noticed before falling for. If you're creating stuff, the website taking full copyright and ownership of it. So if you make a video, it's their video, and if you post it somewhere else they can DMCA it down. It's unfortunately somewhat common. iCraft, the Michaels app for coupons, has had ridiculous permissions. The employees bitch at me every time for not using the app, so I go to the app store and show them permission to access emails, calls, texts, friends' contact info, saved media. Oh hell no, not to save a few dollars, bud. I think I've caused more employees to delete it than any other app I've read conditions for. Fire horrified faces are a bit amusing though. I bet nobody is eating gorgonzola cheese while riding a unicycle through Baghdad right now. Make it so. Engage. There are for lights. Shut up Wesley. Tea. Earl Grey. Hot. I reckon nobody is. Want a bet? Just wait and see. Oman. Here we go. Syria have to leave the room right now. Not gonna lie, jihadis in the first half didn't get me with that Istanbul tea. I don't think you're putting much effort into these puns. It seems like you're Russian. No, they're Stalin. Are you gonna do it, Yemen? We could babble on about this all night, but one thing's for certain, you can't get it without cheese cultivation gerund, a few Kurds. Now I'm sure at least someone did that. I'm currently in Baghdad right now, being trapped in my basement with a limited food and water supply, in a 2x2x2m box with a few holes in it under my suspiciously placed boxes. This raises more questions than answers. Just getting boxed in, that's all. You'll laugh. She'll cry. It's Stockholm Sandra, coming soon to Fox. No it doesn't. Wah. Okay, he clearly just stated that that's not happening. Because they're actually in a 111M box. For your information, I have cramps and want to get out. You should have thought about that before eating my Oreos. Steals double stuffed Oreos. Gets double stuffed in a box. Punishment fits the crime. How many of us are in this box? And who has the phone charger? I'm at 12%. You're inhumane. I would never store them in such a small box. Are suspiciously specific. Sometimes there are subs made for a specific comment, and other times there are comments made for a specific sub. And sometimes my girlfriend cheats on me with her cousin Sean. Do you have a basement? On and off. Why? What the fuck Sean? Yes officer, this comment right here. Don't kink shame others. Okay sorry officer, you may resume eating your donuts. Masturbating to me. Just rubbed one out for ya. Godspeed sir. Best random act of kindness I've ever seen. 1,000 points of light. Faster than the speed of sound. Faster than you'll come around. Chaotic good. We did it Reddit. Edit. Thanks for the sperm. Kind stranger Reddit. Thanks for the silver. Kind stranger. Reddit white. Rubbed one out in solidarity. Cheers. It's called a bro job. It's the thought that counts. Let us all do this just for him. I've never felt so loved. I have a dream that when I die I'll get a stats book handed to me or a tablet. There I will be able to find out the stats for everything that happened during my life and I can look anything. So how many times did I eat cheese? How many miles did I walk? How many haircuts did I get? Who wanked thinking about me? Things like that. Who wanked thinking about me when God just wants to make sure you are actually dead so he murders you for good measure. Imagine you have to spend eternity knowing nobody ever masturbated thinking about you. Or imagine being the person who gathers those stats. Okay, where's the shits his pants with explosive diarrhea? Here it is. Meg, hey can I think about you when I'm in the tub girl? No Meg, I'm still gonna. 1. You have no pictures so from my side I cannot do much to help the comment. 2. Having actively looked at your profile you should really speak to someone buddy. Mental health is not a fun ride but people are waiting who trained for years with the life goal of helping people in your situation. Good luck. It's nice that you intended to beat it to me until you learned that you couldn't. Well, that's how it works. Hey friend, if you ever want to talk with somebody, I'm like the least qualified person but I'm still here if you want to. I'm sober and hearing that from Yoshi. BRRRRRRNGGGGGGGGGG ha. Mental illness is serious and I want you to be happy. Yoshi. Thinking about me. Well now everyone who reads this is same, except the moment people read our comments. Praying Bible aloud on the streets of Riyadh. Or reading the Quran aloud on the streets of Mobile, Alabama. I bet, if read in English, few people would suspect that it was not the Bible without listening very carefully. I had a Muslim friend from Saudi Arabia move to Mobile, Alabama to get his college degree. He read the Quran often, and enjoyed walks outside. I'm 100% this has been done. Whoa, shitting in their hand and using it as shaving cream. That's pretty creative. Well now there is one person doing that. Thanks for the inspiration. It's early. He walks to the sink in a dream. He sighs as he stares at his bottle of cream. He presses a button, and strangely enough, there merely emerges a pale little puff. It's early. He looks at the sink with a frown. His eyes wander up, and his eyes wander down, and soon, for he knows he'll be needing to go, He turns to the sad little lashings below, and there, in the bathroom, he tries for a smile. He flexes the palm of his hand for a while. His insides are ready. They rumble on cue. It's early. He knows what it is he must do. I love you. They write the best kind of poems out of anything. What if it's Eminem and he just has this Reddit account where he basically raps but no one knows? An absolute masterpiece. You honor us with your deft wordplay. Classic Sprog. I'm shook. Love your work. Are suspiciously specific. I wonder how many people will be inspired by this post. There's at least 10 people reading online agreements right now because of this. I walked to the toilet and pooped out manure but into my hand and not in the sewer. I put it on my shaver, scrubbed left and right twice, and after such scrubbing said this sure is quite nice. I was horrified because I thought I clicked the laser tag employees of Reddit. What was the weirdest things you've seen happen in the arena thread? Dude, most of the top replies was about shitting in the arena already. I saw that right after my reply, lol. Nope. Bet you it's happening. Yeah, I'm about to shave my legs, pits, and bikini and just want to prove them wrong by slathering myself in my own tea. Sounds like RSLPT literally. Think again. Lying in bed next to me. You have a lot of dust mice cuddling your ass right now. You could have been one of the 7.7 billion people that didn't type out that comment. IKR doesn't even dispute the answer. What about under your bed? Also, that blue light totally isn't me. Dude, I'm behind the wardrobe. See me. SHHHH. He'll hear us. You go high, I'll go low. Also bum sex. PFFTTTTT. OSHT. You think he heard that? I'm in the attic peeping through a hole staring at him. I don't think he noticed me. I am behind the curtains. I'm in the mattress. I am the mattress. I'm the sheets with a DCK pillow. I'm in the kitchen making eggs and bacon if anyone wants some. I'm in his hair. Alright boys, it's me, Dirty Mike. Let's get this F-Shack rockin'. Oops, I found some stuff in the closet we can use, guys. What did you find, Lemc? I'm in the desk next his bed. I'm in his PC. Under the bed equals body is dead. Capital F. Damn, I feel that down to my soul. Solving the P versus NP problem. Well, a lot of people are currently trying, so we'll have to wait until they are all dead to confirm the veracity of your assertion. Nice username. Nice try. I won't reply. Harvesting their own organs for a peanut butter sandwich. Edit. Gold. Thank you, kind stranger. I want the credit. Out of curiosity, how would organ harvesting result in a PB sandwich? Are they using that sweet organ black market money exclusively for PB and bread? Eat peanut butter sandwich. Interrupt peanut butter sandwich intestine party. Rinse and re-eat. Dreaming in Latin. You underestimate what intense studying for a Latin test could do. I once had a dream where everyone was speaking to me in Latin and I couldn't figure out which case was being used for a noun and got into a kerfuffle for mistaking a genitive singular noun for a plural nominative one while negotiating over the price of getting my toga cleaned. I didn't think the cost was reasonable considering the piss being used to clean it was going to make it smell worse. I know what you mean about cases. Once, on a bus, out of the blue, a stranger suddenly asked me to name all the cases in Latin. Ever eager to please, I declined. Incredibilis. Infirmus. Incontinence. Malignant carcinoma. Very creative, but I think this might not be true. Dreaming an accurate ancient Egyptian since we don't know what they did with vowel sounds. Breathing gelatinous concrete. Maybe, if Tony hadn't snitched. Buying stuff from my eBay store. Capital F. Running away from superstar Shia LaBeouf. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Shia surprise. Sleeping in my bed. I can already sense the curse comments. I only do that when you're asleep too. You might wanna go up and check your bed, my guy. True, but check under your bed. I literally can't check under my bed, because there is no way to get there. The underbed is lava? No, the underbed is a trap with menace and arrows. Those unworthy of a stand will die on the spot. The underbed is lava menacing. Hey for WinRAR. Reading the iTunes terms and conditions. For real though, I bet some lawyer is doing that right now. Falling in love with me. Hey, I am down. Dude or chick? M1 Abrams main battle tank. Ah, a man of exquisite gender. Indeed. Man yo, they just said they were a battle tank. Answering this question correctly, indeed, you've just created a paradox. Fantasizing about me. Mayo dummy, I can't finish without doing that. I fantasize about ending you every day. Don't be so sad. Eating a TNT sandwich. Summoning our Lord and Destroyer Cthulhu. If someone is, good job. Walking on Mars. Out of the 7.7 billion people on Earth, what do you think no one is doing right now? I guess you're right. Fair enough. Are technically correct. Mars. Pennsylvania? Oh no, he's blessed with forbidden knowledge. Mixing Nickelback with Mario Bros and Vaporwave. https://www.youtube.com/watch?AIGCXFDVJYU. Drinking Crystal Pepsi. I'm not sure about this. There are a lot of poor or drunk college students willing to do some pretty weird and stupid things for little to nothing. It was also re-released in like 2016. Some of those have got to still be around and wouldn't be in that bad of shape. Shoving a popsicle stick in their butt and flicking it like a doorstopper while singing Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Are you challenging me? You. This comment some weird guy. Are you challenging me? Touching my penis. Hey, my mom wants your number. Literally freezing their tits off. Giving birth while playing the kazoo. Can the infant being playing the kazoo? The mother is playing it whilst giving birth and suddenly the solo turns into a duet as the infant slides out with a kazoo in his mouth. Jacking off while watching Family Guy Season 6 Episode 4:12:43 while a chicken is riding a bicycle inside your apartment while Danny DeVito is having a threesome. Nope, just did that. Damn. Loving me. Sniffing the ass of a Shrek plush and then whacking it with an umbrella. Done. Now a little turned on. There definitely isn't anyone watching me on the toilet reading Reddit. Nobody is protesting in Hong Kong. Everything is fine. Business as usual. Thumbs up. S. Having anal sex with a woman currently giving birth. Yeesh. I guarantee you that nobody is blowing me right now. Cries and room fan. Jumping off of a McDonald's flagpole while naked. There'll probably be a Florida man story about that next week. Laying in bed while masturbating while watching 500 porn videos on 500 electronics and drinking Dr. Pibb. Is Dr. Pibb the cheap knockoff of Mr. Pepper? Floating on air. Parachuting. Texting me. Thinking about having a insert number from 2050 some with every member of their family. Fucking me. Looking at me edit. I'm sorry FBI guy. Forgot to consider you. Writing the following number down. 23, 909. 000, 376, 213, 809, 328, 002, 631, 232, 778, 555, 192, 123, 631, 900, 925, 678, 23, 909, 000, 376, 213, 809, 328, 002, 631, 232, 778, 555, 192, 123, 631, 900, 925, 678. I wrote this without copy and paste. Awesome. Finally, someone did it. LOL. Are you freed of a curse now? But you wrote it. Thinking about my mental health.